everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fitness Friday. My name is Jessica Lenahan, and I will be leading you through our workout for today. Our workout is going to consist of two separate blocks. Block one will be a Tabata style workout. That will take us about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. Once completed, we will then move on for our block two, and we will do some ab and core focus exercises. You may remember from the last video that I taught is I really like to go into any workout that I'm about to do or teach with a quote. The quote just really personally gets me motivated into the right headspace and ready to tackle what is ahead of me. So I know you can't see this super well, but the quote that we have for today is the only bad workout is the one that didn't happen. So congratulations, you're here, you're ready to get it done. So block one, as I mentioned, is going to be a Tabata style workout. Tabata has proven to have a lot of great benefits. It's a very quick workout, but it's effective. We're going to be keeping our heart rate elevated pretty much the whole time. So keeping that in mind, if you do need to take a pause, you need to get some water and take a rest, that's totally okay. Just jump back in for the next cycle when you're ready. So to describe how Tabata works, we will have a total of 8 exercises. I have the exercises, I know you can't read them, but they're just here to guide me. I have the exercises lined up here on a sticky note. Each 8 exercises we will be completing for 4 rounds, meaning we will complete our exercise for 4 times. Once we complete that exercise, we're done with it and we're never doing it again, okay? So, to explain a little bit further, our first exercise that we'll be doing today is a squat to overhead press. We will do that squat to overhead press for 20 seconds. We'll then have a 10-second rest, and then we'll go on and complete it for a second time, 20 seconds again, rest for 10 seconds, complete for our round 3, so on and so forth, and then finish off with our round 4 for 20 seconds. I'll then give you a little break, catch your breath, grab some water. We will then move on to our second exercise, which will be mountain climbers, and so on and so forth until we get done with all 8 exercises. So as I said, it's going to be quick, it's going to be effective, and we're going to have a great workout from this. I will explain each exercise that we're going to do leading into the next block, okay? So, as I said, our first one is a squat to overhead press. Grab any weights that you might have nearby, or if you have some canned goods, if you have some candles, anything that is about roughly 5 to 10 pounds, depending on your workout capability, of course. So, I have some 8-pound weights here. As a reminder, for a squat to overhead press, I want us to have nice aligned hips. With our feet, we're going to sink our booty back, come up and squeeze that booty at the top. When you come up, you're going to drive those weights up and go back down. We will do that for 20 seconds and then we will pause for 10, repeat for 4 times. We will have our timer here to keep us accountable. Take a break if you need it. We're going to get ready to get started. Grab those weights. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Squat it down, bring it up. Keep that chest high and proud. And if these weights start to get challenging, I really want you to push through it. You only have 20 seconds, but you can always drop them. Go ahead and take a rest. That's round 1 done. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Squat it down. Let's bring it up. Try to be as quick with this as possible, but still keeping your form. Remember, we want to keep that heart rate nice and high. Remember to breathe in that nose and out your mouth. Finish off.
1. Stop.
Good. 2 more for this exercise, and you're never doing it again for the rest of this workout. You got it.
3, 2, 1.
And down. work, guys. Power through.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
All right, we have one more round for this. Shake those arms out if you need it.
3, 2.
Finish out strong.
Go.
Keep that tempo up if you can. Let's speed it up a little. Squeeze those glutes at the top.
3, 2.
Finish strong. One more, guys. Good work. All right. Go ahead and grab some water if you need it. We are done with our squat to overhead press. We are moving on to our mountain climbers. Mountain climbers will be on the ground in a high plank position, wrists directly underneath your shoulders, up in a plank, and I want you to try to drive your knee to your opposite elbow. As quickly as you can, really drive through, kind of like you're running in place on the ground. If you need to, slow it down. Do one at a time, slowly. All right, guys, this is another cardio one. Again, if you need to take it more slow, that's totally fine. All right, we're gonna go get started with our second exercise. Get on the floor. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
and 1. Drive those knees up. Keep your core tight and your bottom still nice and flat.
Three, 2, 1. Stop.
Whew. Good work, guys. Take a little breather. In your nose, out your mouth. Steady that breathing a little.
3, 2,
We're back to it.
1.
Let's go. Good work, guys. You got this. Come on.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
All right, halfway. Let's go. Third round. Ready?
2.
You're up.
Go.
Remember, if you need to, slow it down. That's totally fine. Focus on keeping your tummy tight, your bottom down.
Three, 2, 1. Stop. Yes.
All right, guys. Final one, mountain climbers. We're gonna tackle these and finish them off. Ready? And we're up. If you can, go all out for this one. Last time doing it, you can do it. No excuses. Woo.
Three, 2, 1. Stop. Yes.
Good work, guys. Round of applause for you. Go ahead and grab some water. We're going to move on to our next one here in a moment. Let me reset our timer. All right, we are done with our mountain climbers. We are moving on to our third exercise, third and fourth actually. Both of these exercises are going to be side lunges. Two separate ways that you can do these, and I will break down each way. The first one is a little bit easier. We're just going to step out to the side and come back in. We will do this for 4 rounds. We will then switch to our other side for our 4th round. Whoop. And come back up. If we need to elevate this exercise a little bit to make it a bit more challenging, feel free to hold your weight when you step out, or you can also grab a paper plate. This one's a bit more challenging. You really have to have a lot of core and also leg strength to do it. So you'll grab a paper plate and you will place your left leg. We'll start with our left leg on the paper plate. All of your weight should be in this right leg. You're going to drop down, and when you drop down, your right leg is going to bend and your left leg is going to go out to the side, staying straight still. So you're going to bend down, and come back up. Bend down and come back up. So again, this is similar to the other version, but instead of stepping out, we're staying stable in that one exercise, okay? So feel free to try with the paper plate or just do the regular side lunges. It's completely up to you. All right, that was a long explanation, so I think everyone has probably caught their breath a little bit. We're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Step it out or slide out to the side. Remember, you should be able to, if you're doing the version that I'm doing, this is just there for support. You shouldn't really need that extra plate.
1.
All right. Shake it out if you need it. Starting here in 3, 2, and 1. Nice and low and control. Dig into that heel. Squeeze your thighs and your booty together at the top.
3, 2, 1.
Good work, guys. 2 more rounds for this leg. Shake them out if you need it. You might feel a little bit of a burn. Try to sink lower this time if you can.
2, 1.
Nice and low. Still keeping that chest proud, just as we did in our previous squat exercise. You might feel a stretch along the inner part of your thigh that's going out straight.
3, 2, 1.
Last one. Go work. One more on this side. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
And we're down. All right, guys.
2.
One more, finish strong. Great job. Pausing for a moment. We're moving on to that opposite leg. If you're doing the same side as me, this time I'm bending down with my left leg, going out with my right. All right, 5 seconds.
3,
2, and 1. Drop it down. You can place your hands wherever it's comfortable. I just always really like to have it at chest level. I feel it keeps me accountable with keeping my chest nice and tall. But if it's better for you to have them on your hips, feel free. Find what's comfortable for you. Take that rest.
3, 2, 1.
And we're low again.
Three, 2, 1.
Halfway. 2 more.
3, 2,
All right.
1.
Nice and low. Dig through that heel. You should start to burn. Remember, take that moment at the top. Squeeze. Drop it down. Squeeze.
Three, 2.
Last one. Finish strong. All right. Take a break. Fourth round. Let's do it.
3,
All right.
2, 1.
Try to resist going up onto those tiptoes. Flat heel. You kind of feel it in that thigh.
3, 2.
Finish strong. One more, guys. Woo! Good work, good work. Alrighty. Then we have our third and fourth exercise. We're done with those. We now have push-ups moving us forward. Giving you a little bit of a rest period. Restarting my clock. Alright. Grab some water. drop down at some point today too. That's totally fine. I want to just see you. I want to make sure you're having a straight back, nice and aligned. You're not pushed up like this. Also, you're not sinking downwards. Flat in your plank position, dropping it down. If you need to, drop down to those knees. All right. This one might be a challenge for me. Push-ups aren't my favorite, but we're gonna tackle them and it's gonna be done. 4 rounds. Let's everyone get down on the ground.
3,
All right, 2
1.
and 1.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
Woo! Good work, guys. 3 more. All right.
3, 2.
Knock it out. Flat back. Drop it down.
Three, 2, 1.
I was waiting for that 3, 2, 1 countdown. Remember, it's really easy to just breathe in your nose the whole time. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth. Tackle round 3. Get at it, guys.
Three, 2, 1.
Woo! Do some arm circles if you need it. Stretch those arms. Go to your final round. You got this. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Power through, y'all. Take a moment if you need to. Drop back down. I want you to focus on your form more than anything.
3, 2, 1.
Very good job. All right. Woo! Throw those push-ups away. We're moving on to squat jacks. Same as our squat before, keeping in mind that we're keeping feet width apart from our hips, same distance. I want you to drop down. When you come up, you're standing up, nice and tall, so your feet come in. When you squat back down, you're jacking it out. So a squat jack, you're jacking out, you're jacking in. Out and in. If this gets a little bit too high intensity for you, or you need a break, a little bit easier on your knee joints, you can always step out one leg at a time. So you're up tall, step out one leg, come back in. Kind of takes off that jump movement, and it's a little bit more easier on us. Okay. Hopefully you were able to catch your breath for a moment. And let's move on. We're going to start in about 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Jack it out. When you squat down in those heels, stand it up tall.
Three, 2, 1.
Good work, guys.
Yes.
I'm gonna fix my hair for a moment.
3,
Get ready for that timer. I'm gonna join in with you in a second. Start it, you got it. All right, I'm joining in with you. Sorry about that.
3,
Last one.
1.
Good job.
Yes.
2 more to go.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Almost done, y'all. Woo, you got it.
3,
2 and 1. One more to go. Now you're getting out of breath. Finish strong if you can. Jump it out.
2, 1.
Go.
20 seconds. You know you need 20 seconds, right?
Three, two, one.
Good job. Woo! All right. Take a break.
3,
Let's get rid of those squat jacks. We're going to be back down on the ground. We're going to be doing commando planks. That's what I call them. You might not know them as up-down planks as well. Remember, breathe in that nose, out your mouth. All right. Oh, looks like our sign fell. That's all right. Okay, commando planks. We're down in a plank position again. We're in a high plank. We're going to drop down onto our forearms, alternating sides. So, up in your high plank, drop down, and come back up. I believe we did these last time as well. Trick here, keep those hips stable. I don't want to see them rocking back and forth. I want to see them nice and straight in line, up and down. We're going to go ahead and get started. Go lay down. All right, guys, we're going to start those commando planks. So everyone get down on the ground. You joining with us? All right, come on. All right, we're going to be starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're up. Take your time.
Three, two, one.
All right. Take a moment.
3,
And we're back up.
1.
If you need to, you can always just hold that plank as well in either position. If you're able to really drive through, either option is fine.
3, 2, 1.
Drop out of it. Good work. 2 more to go. This next round, I'm going to do the full thing. All right.
1.
And we're up. Drop it down. Try to keep those hips steady.
Three, two, one. Stop.
Good work, guys. 5 more seconds.
3, 2,
Last one.
1.
We're almost finished. Hold that plank or do your commandos.
Three, two, one.
Woo. Good work, everyone. If you were able to knock through those commando planks the full time, I am applauding you from afar. We're going to finish out our final round of Tabata before we move on to our core round with some jumping jacks. If you have another cardio exercise that you prefer, feel free to do that. You can do those mountain climbers again, jump squats, dance around, whatever you might like. or join in with me. We're gonna do these jump squats. So, oh, I'm sorry. We're doing jumping jacks. If you wanna do jump squats at home though, feel free to do so. All right. Take a little break. We're starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go out to the side.
3, 2, 1.
And pause.
3, 2, 1.
All right. My hair's all over the place today, guys. Just deal with me. Almost done with round 2.
1.
Good job. 2 more.
3, 2,
Addie, come on.
1.
Knock it out, guys. Go lay down. Go lay down.
Three, 2, 1.
Woo!
Stop. Rest.
And we're gonna finish this one off for our Tabata.
2, 1.
Go.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! Good work, guys. You have completed your Tabata workout. Go ahead and take a break, grab some water. We're gonna come back in a moment to do our ab exercises. All right, guys, good work. You just got in about 25 minutes of a Tabata workout. We're now going to, as promised, move on to some core work. We're going to spend about 5 to 7 minutes or so here, focusing on our core and abdominal muscles. We will be doing everything on the floor, so be sure if you don't already, try to get a mat out, maybe a blanket, a towel, or be on a carpeted surface, just so that way we're protecting our back when we are performing these, because we will be laying down on the ground. We will be doing 4 exercises today. Each exercise will be for 30 seconds, and we'll have a 10-second rest period in between. We'll repeat each exercise about 2 to 3 times through, depending on how much time we have left. I will first show you how to perform all the exercises. I will also show you some different variations you can do, whether you want a little bit more extra challenge. I'll show you an advanced move, or if you have a little bit weaker of a core, or you're a weak back perhaps, then you can also drop down to a modified version to be sure that you're being conscious of your body and listening to it, okay? So first, let me explain what we're doing, and then we'll get into the actual workout. So, everyone get down on the ground. Our first one that we'll be doing, some people know it as a Russian twist, other people know it as side twist. Essentially what we will be doing is twisting from side to side while keeping our core extremely tight and controlled. I will first show you the advanced version. We will then drop down to an intermediate version, and then just a regular version if you aren't quite to having your feet hovered. So first, advanced version. Weight is optional, of course, as always for any core workout usually, but advanced version, we are going to, first, let me back up. For our side twist, we're going to be in about a 45-degree straight angle with our back. I don't want to see you hunched over at all. Nice, tall posture. You're keeping your core really tight here, supporting yourself up, okay? If you want to take it up a notch, I want you to hover your feet above the ground, couple inches to a foot or so, I don't know, and your core is still tight. A lot of people ask, what does it mean my core is tight? Think about when you let out a cough, for example. And when you let out that cough, your belly kind of tightens a little bit. You feel your muscles contract a little bit. I want you to try to hold that contraction the whole time that you're in an ab workout or an ab exercise, okay? So, holding your weight, again, this is an advanced version. You're about 45 degrees and your feet are hovered. You're gonna twist from side to side. One key issue that people have when they do this is they speed up really quickly and they get kind of sloppy with it. You tend to over-exaggerate your turns a lot when you do go super quickly. You can hurt your back with this, and oftentimes you're not really keeping your stomach as tight as it should be and contracting it to its full capacity. So while we don't want to be super slow snails here, I also don't want you trying to go at the fastest speed that you possibly can, right? So, say I'm in my advanced version, just nice and slow, keeping your core tight, you're controlling your body. From here, if you need to, drop down one foot. When we're about halfway through, I'll tell you to switch your feet. And if you're not quite there at all yet to where you can hover your feet up, then just place them both on the ground and twist from side to side. Weight or no weight, it's up to you. Remember, if you have a canned good, maybe a milk jug, you can also use that as your weight. That's exercise 1. I know that was kind of a little bit, it was a lot of instruction, but I really wanted to focus on keeping that core tight and control. Okay, now for exercise 2, we are going to be doing a weighted sit-up. Again, a couple different ways that you can do this. I'm going to teach it with our legs straight out in front of us. Instead of our traditional sit-up, we have our legs bent. If you're more comfortable with this, feel free to do it your way. I'm going to have my legs straight out. Weight is optional. As always, we're going to lay back, and I want you to have your weight above your chest level. And we're going to, when we sit up, keep our hands extended above our head. So we're going to come up and pull up as if our weight is a string pulling us to the ceiling. So we're going to drop back down, pull up, and back down. If you need to lose the weight, still focus on keeping your hands above you, pull up, and drop back down. Notice when I come down, I am not just flopping down. I'm going down with my lower back first, followed by my upper back. Really keeping my core tight and ensuring that I'm controlling the movement going downwards instead of just flopping back, okay? So kind of round down and come up, core is tight. If you need that additional support, feel free to place your hands on the back of your neck and just come up. Some of us may not be able to sit all the way straight up, and that's okay. Try to come up as far as you may be able to. All right, exercise 3 will then be a bicycle crunch. We are going to be laying down, and we're going to be bringing our opposite elbow to our opposite knee. Similar to those mountain climbers that we did earlier, instead of being on our hands and knees, we're reversed on our back. So, protecting your head a little bit, nice fingertips gripping the back. We're going to extend our right leg out and twist our right leg, Okay, and our third exercise is going to be a bicycle crunch. I will show you 2 alternatives that you can do for this. A bicycle crunch is very similar to a mountain climber in reverse, if you want to think of it that way. So we're bringing our opposite elbow to our opposite knee while laying on the ground. So when we do so, it's almost like we're just pedaling a bike. We're going to bring our right elbow to our left knee while our right leg extends outwards. And then we will alternate sides. It's a lot easier just to practice it than instead of spell it out. So, elbow to knee, leg is straight, switch our sides. Switch our sides. Core is tight, we're trying to put it down onto the ground, no gap, twisting from side to side. An alternative is you can always just cross one foot over your knee and bring that opposite elbow up to your knee. When you're about halfway, you will then switch sides and repeat. This exercise is just a little bit easier to do because it's not a continuous movement with your leg. And if you're not quite coordinated enough to have your be moving your knees and your legs at the same time, then that's an option for you as well. We will then finish ourselves off with some flutter kicks, kind of like a swimmer's kick. I like to place my hands underneath my bottom. It's just what's comfortable for me. If you prefer to have your hands just on the side or protecting your head, then that's okay too. We're going to kind of elevate our shoulders off the ground a little bit so that way we're contracting our core downwards. And we're going to hover our feet as low to the ground as possible. The lower your feet are, the more of a challenge it's going to be. If you need to bring it up top, that's okay. Just really make sure that you're focusing on keeping that core tight, wherever you can find that comfortable space. All right, guys, so that's our 4 exercises that we will be doing. We're going to do 30 seconds on with a 10-second rest. I'll coach you through which exercise is coming next. All right, and we're going to start first with our side twist. We'll get started in about 10 seconds. We'll do that for 30, and then we'll move on to our second exercise. Grab that weight if you're using it. Get ready to get into your position. Quick water break. We're going to lean back. 2 and 1. Hover those feet. We got 30 seconds. One thing to note, it's very easy to hold your breath while you're doing ab exercises. That means you have to talk through it. If you need to sing, or just tell yourself, in your nose, out your mouth. Be sure you're not holding your breath. A few more seconds here. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest. Moving on to those weighted sit-ups. Go ahead and drop it down. Feet straight if you can. And sit it up. Pull high and drop it down. Aim to get in a couple more. Last one here if you can. Good work, guys. We're going to your bicycle crunch. Remember, if you need to, do one side at a time. I'll tell you when to switch if you're doing so. And alternate your sides. Good work, guys. You are halfway. Switch your side if you're doing one leg at a time. Power through. 2 and 1. Great job. We're going to go back to those Russian twists. Remember, if you need to drop your feet down, that's always an option. Listen to your body. I was just holding my breath and I told you guys not to. Remember to breathe in and breathe out. Two and 1. Go ahead and relax. Grab that weight. Back to your sit-ups. And we're up. Good work. We have those bicycle crunches. I just realized I missed our flutter kicks. We'll go back to those in a second. And start it. Woo! Good work, guys. Power through. And rest it. All right, I realized that I forgot to do our flutter kick, so let's go ahead and just end our round out. One more exercise to finish our workout. We're going to go back to those flutter kicks. You can still have about a 10-second rest, and then we'll continue on for 30 seconds for our flutter kicks. Since it is our last one, and we did skip previously, let's try to have our feet as low to the ground as possible, really focusing on keeping that lower back and your core tight down to the ground. So everyone get down. Place your hands wherever is comfortable for you. And we're going to start 2 and 1. You have 15 seconds left. Finish strong. Keep those feet nice and low to the ground if you can. Last exercise, guys. It's been a good 30 minutes. And give me 3, 2, and 1. Good work. All right, guys, and that's a wrap today for our Workout for Fitness Friday. Thank you so much for joining in with me today. I know I broke a sweat. I had some fun, and I hope you did as well. Liz Greer will be teaching next Friday's class, so I hope you all are in attendance for that one as well. If you would like a cool down or you want to stretch it out, you can always go back to some of our past videos and watch Allie, who teaches Meditation Mondays. She sometimes leads you guys through some yoga poses, but just be sure to, keep yourself moving a little bit this next day or two to avoid any extra soreness and get some flexibility stretches in to cool yourself down. Hope you guys had a good time, and I'm excited to see you again.